Solitude on beaches hides lurking marine dangers, but it's exactly what these people seek.
Dave, it's too dangerous. Don't be doing that.
Dealing with ambush attacks and living through spine-tingling encounters, they film some of the most insane moments that would be hard to believe otherwise. This fish has a face that looks human-like, but it's actually an Asian sheep's head wrasse. It was closely observing the divers, almost as if they were working in its territory. They gave it a fish, and it happily swam away. Usually people get scared when they see huge shark whales around their boat. But this man literally thinks he is Aquaman because he went for a ride on a shark whale, which was totally insane. Please don't get inspired by him. If a shark doesn't like your presence, no matter how skilled you are, it can still knock you over, like how this fisherman's kayak was hit and tipped over. Luckily, his friend's boat was nearby, so he was able to get on board. Otherwise, anything could have happened. The sea lions thought their food had escaped from them, but this man unintentionally helped them when he spotted a raffigiform stranded on the beach.
We literally just rocked up to this beach in remote Baja here.
He put it back into the water. However, when he noticed sea lions at a distance, he understood why it had come here.
What's going on? There's a sea lion out here, and he's obviously hunting these big rays.
This fish had no idea that its jump would end up in a place where it definitely shouldn't have been. While the fishermen were doing their routine fishing, out of nowhere, a giant wahoo landed on their boat. They guided it the right direction by releasing it back.
Oh, wait. Oh, careful of rods. Oh.
Never let a giant fish out of the water with your hands. Do you know why? Have a look.
What was that, a release and a grab?
This fisherman tried to lift this fish by hand, but it pulled him into the water instead. So, don't make this mistake, or the same thing could happen to you. I'm sure you might be thinking that the diver narrowly escaped an attack from the shark, but the reality is that it didn't attack at all. It simply passed by. If it had intended to attack, we wouldn't be watching this video, right? The diver pushed the tiger sharks on the head to redirect them, which was totally insane. But I don't think they were in a mood to attack, otherwise, we all know how aggressive they can be. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If a shark sets its sights on your fish, the chances of successfully reeling it in are very low, as happened with these friends when the shark spotted their fish. The shark only left them with about 20% of it. Perhaps it thought it was his share. When this old man thought he had caught the fish smoothly, he didn't know what was coming along with it.
Oh no.
As he pulled it up, a shark quickly bit and ate his fish in seconds.
Damn.
Leaving him just watching, a classic apex predator style. Marine animals are unpredictable. You can never know what's going on in their minds, especially sharks. Whatever you may do, never fish in a shark's territory. Otherwise, you'll end up like these guys. These friends were just fishing normally when a shark got angry and jumped onto their boat and gave them the shock of their lives. This man stumbled upon a lancet fish, one of the weirdest fish of the deep sea. But other than creepy, there's another feature of lancet that might leave you shocked, that they are cannibalistic and eat their own babies. So next time you come across one, make sure to have your distance. So this man came across a huge carcass on the beach. As he got closer, it's nothing like your typical sea creature. He thought it might be a mermaid, but the carcass was in such bad condition that it couldn't be identified. Seeing this, you might also feel like scientists are experimenting on animals and then releasing them into the water. This half-deer, half-calf-like figure was found by a woman on the beach, and she had no idea what it was. But if it's not scientists, then who else could it be?
Initially, I thought it was a cow from this distance, and then I'm like, no, it's not a cow.
It's not always certain that you'll catch fish when you pull on a fishing rod. Like in this case, a man in Louisiana thought he caught a normal fish, but it turned out to be a huge alligator instead. Its appearance was enough to… This fisherman was unsure what he caught because it looked really creepy, but I figured out that it was an Aconificus haristicus, a big, robust catfish with a rugged, spiky appearance, native to South America's Amazon River basin.
Guys, this is the weirdest fish I have seen in my life.
So, whenever you see it, remember what it actually is.
Yeah, man. That is…
This is the equivalent of riding a scooter in a lion's territory. As this man was fishing, the shark didn't like him here. It knocked him out of his kayak and he lost his poles and fish. But he kept that sweet hat on. The man thought he had discovered an alien fish on the beach because its mouth looked genuinely creepy. But it was actually a puffer fish that was in bad shape. Unfortunately, it was no longer alive, so he had to leave it there just as it was. The hammerhead shark, known as one of the most aggressive sharks in the ocean, was circling this man's kayak, despite him repeatedly hitting it with a paddle. Now, it was not wanting to attack, or did the man prevent it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The osprey can be incredibly powerful, and you can see here, it grabbed a shark from a fully crowded beach and carried it high into the sky.
Where is it? Oh, do you see it flopping?
With no one able to stop it. Or probably the shark was actually tired of swimming and booked an osprey Uber. This fisherman arranged a buffet for the seagulls, capturing thousands of fish on his boat and leaving them openly for the birds to take their share. Perhaps after this loss, he realized never to abandon his hard work like this again. Where there's a will, there's a way, and this tuna fish applied it perfectly. When these fishermen caught it, they thought the job was done. But cleverly, it pushed through a small gate and went back into the water. Now these fishermen can only regret their loss. Have a look at this Goliath grouper. It was so big that if it had the chance, it could have easily pulled the man down. But it was properly hooked on his fishing line.
It's a massive fish. Watch when Don grabs his tail right now. Watch this.
It was a great catch, but I hope he released it back.
This thing is next level. There he is. He's got it. Look at the size of that fish.
Okay, I know this is a weird scene, and anyone who sees it might be scared, but I've researched it. Whales usually sleep vertically, but typically much deeper.
And stuck its tail up and it's not going anywhere.
However, this one has a baby, so she is keeping it safe.
Little baby's just swimming around it.
After Godzilla, now there's Turtlezilla. Don't believe me? Take a look. This giant turtle accidentally came out of the sea and is now heading back into the water, leaving everyone around totally shocked. It was better for everyone that it went back into the water. This man had keep calm almost perfectly until he spotted a shark lurking right behind him. However, the shark was not in the mood to cause harm. Otherwise, it wouldn't have gotten so close to the boat. Perhaps just a glimpse of the shark is enough to scare humans. No one likes uninvited guests, whether they are humans or animals, like this seal that appeared on this man's boat and demanded fish. They gave it one, but it didn't realize that if they gave it to the seal, birds would also come for their share, and indeed they did. These fishermen were sleeping so soundly that even the baby gator decided to join them for a nap. But their friends spoiled everything by waking them up and making the gator return to the water. The video of a mermaid washing ashore on a beach went viral online, and people have different opinions about it. Some think it's wearing a wig and is an artificial piece, while others were shocked by what they saw. This battle was between a shark and a fisherman, and in the end, the fisherman emerged victorious. He managed to bring it close to the boat and lift it with his hands, which was surely not easy. Later, he released it back, showing true sportsman spirit. These fishermen tried their best to save their catch from the sharks, but if it had just been one or two, they might not have been able to save it.
Sharks, 4 sharks.
Oh my god.
However, with 6 apex predators, there was no chance. They easily ate it, and the fishermen were left with nothing.
Oh my god, there's 6 of them.
That's a mama.
Oh my god.
Can you catch fish by running into the water? Sounds crazy, right? Take a look. This guy actually ran into the water and caught this baby shark, even though it was swimming at full speed. The good thing was he didn't keep it and let it go back. This whale seemed to think that if it opened its mouth above the water, all the fish and birds would not recognize it and would come sit inside. But it realized it would have to do something itself and return to the water. Sometimes fish don't give up even after being caught, as when these friends caught this angry marlin. It attacked the man with its sharp horn and then escaped back into the water to save itself. A baby shark got stranded on Clifton Beach in South Africa, but luckily there were kind people there who helped. And returned it to the water. It wasn't an easy task, but everyone worked together and accomplished it. Beaches are not just for enjoyment, they can also be places for unexpected discoveries, like when this man spotted a crab-fish mixture-like creature, and a bit further away, a big cat with a goat's face. Discoveries like these can definitely give the beach a spooky or mysterious touch.
What the heck?
These people probably didn't realize that whale sharks are gentle giants of the ocean. When a whale shark approached under their boat, they were terrified,
Don't run! Don't run!
fearing it might swallow them along with the boat.
Don't run! Wait!
Such experiences can be challenging for anyone, even if the creatures mean no harm. This man likely experienced the greatest benefit of his transparent kayak when a huge whale came close to him. This was a gentle giant that passed beneath his kayak without causing any harm. If he had pushed even slightly upwards, he could have been in the water with it. This is how home delivery comes in a shark's world. The diver sealed himself in a glass box and went into the water, But what happened was exactly expected. Shark broke through the glass in one attempt, and he had to escape immediately for a safe return. What would your reaction be if a huge whale suddenly opened its mouth near your boat like this? Most people would likely panic, right? But these marine experts didn't panic at all. Instead, they showed love to this gentle giant, and it didn't cause any harm either.
Amazing. Oh.
God only helps those who help themselves, as in this case, when this fish was about to be eaten by the shark, it literally jumped into the fisherman's fishing net to save itself, and they successfully pulled it in the boat. Hopefully, they'll release it otherwise. It's not necessary that all fishermen are cruel. Some are soft-hearted too. Like these fishermen mistakenly caught a shark in their fishing net, but released it back into the water without harming it, showing a kind act. For a diver, real happiness isn't just seeing a different fish. It's about helping marine life. Like here, when this diver saw a turtle tangled in a fishing rope. He cut the rope to free it. Unfortunately, it had been stuck there for quite some time, which made it weak. The octopus is a smart sea animal that can squeeze through tiny holes. Like here on this boat, where it passed through a small hole and returned to the water, because as long as their beaks fit, they can jam through anything, like little spies and professional thieves. The line, "Catch me if you can," fits here perfectly. The fisherman was pulling fish up from the water using his rope. Unsurprisingly, an octopus also got caught in it. But as he tried to grab it, the octopus freed itself and returned to the water. These fishermen were pulling up their catch, but a huge squid wasn't in the mood to let them have their fish and grabbed it. They used sticks to pull the squid back and retrieve their tuna fish, otherwise it would be gone. Definitely not stuck, but these orcas are spy hopping for a completely unknown reason. Or perhaps that's how orcas hold their gathering together at a spot on frozen water. And even if they were stuck, they escaped quite quickly. This fundamental rule of nature, today you eat, tomorrow you may be eaten, this was proven by marine experts who left a humpback whale carcass in the ocean. And within minutes, multiple tiger sharks arrived and began eating it. And yes, it gave the researchers a good opportunity to record it. Sharks might not be the apex predator of the sea, and here's why. This half-bitten shark was caught by fishermen off the coast of Australia, and they believe there might be a humongous predator lurking in the depths, because who else could have done it? A 6'4" meter long, 3,000-pound weighted orca was found on a Florida beach. It likely got stranded there overnight with no one to help, and when beachgoers spotted it, they wanted to help. But unfortunately, it was too late for any kind of help, as it had passed away earlier.
Monumental, it really is.
If you treat animals well, they won't easily forget you. These friends helped free a dolphin caught in fishing nets, and guess what? Many years later, the same dolphin encountered them again and made a sweet gesture upon seeing them, probably thanking them for their help. Indeed, living creatures have various unique ways of sleeping, but sperm whales sleep in some of the weirdest ways. Who would have thought these giants literally sleep for a few minutes, approximately 12 minutes a day, in an upside-down position in the deep ocean? Truly unexpected thing.